Hello friends, welcome to C# Intermediate to Advanced tutorial. Now we are at the final part of the sub-series spanning a process. So in this sub-series we saw how to run the standard exe. Then we are looking at how to run the batch process. Then we are looking at some of the information that you can pass to start process info structure. Alright, now we will see how to get the notification when process completes. So first we learned about the basics of a program and process. Then we talked about the example and we completed almost all the part. Now we are focusing on this notify implementation. So in the last video we made a correction, process start info, that's the class name. Here I just specified process info. You have to read it as a process start info. Here you can see that. Next we talked about the window style and how we can hide the background window. Now when the checkbox notify checkbox is in checked state, we invoke our batch proc. Remember, this is the member, right? We already declared. The type is process, so it is declared at class level. Right, it's declared at class level. Now here first step what we are doing is enable rising events to true. So once we say that batch process can raise the event, then we are hooking the exited event. That means the process class will expose an event called exited. So this event will get raised when process finish its action. So here our batch file finishes its work when it completes the xcopy operation. You can even write your own process. The process can be any application. It can be a C# application, or it can be a C++ application, Java application, whatever it is. And let's say that has a start method or main method, and let's say that's a single entry and a single exit system. It may make a call to multiple subfunction, and after some point in time it will exit. So let's say this is named as abc.exe instead of my bat dot or my copy.batch file. Let's assume it's a exe. So this exe also completes when some function calls are made, and after some point in time it will exit. So this is the exit. Actually we can say this is the process exit, right? So once this process quits, we want to get a notification. So that's what here we are doing. Here we are stating batch proc.exited equal to, we are hooking a handler function, and the handler function name is batch done. That means we have to write this method batch done, and here if you see system.event handler exited event, we are hooking that with the batch with a handler function. So here in the handler function we simply state messagebox.show copy completed. Then Here if you see plus equal to, that means here we are hooking handler function, with the event exited. Here minus equal to means we are unhooking it. So once the message is received in the handler itself, we are unhooking that event, because next time when user removes the check mark, we no need to get notified, right? So this is one way, and the other way is when user removes the check mark, that time we can unhook. That's all. Now we will go ahead and explore this. So the part you have to remember is from your process class, use the enable rising event and set it to true. After that, hook the event exited with a handler function, then write the handler function and write whatever you want to do when the process exits. So let's say the batch process will copy some file to the destination. After the files are copied to the destination, in the destination, from the copied file, you want to perform some action. You want to means your exe. That time we can wait for the process to complete. Once process is completed, we know that the required files are available in the destination, and you can proceed with the application related task. Here we simply show a message box stating copy completed in our case. So btn close we already handled in the previous video. Now we will go to the demo. So here in the btn start batch click, we are doing all this stuff, right? And here we are starting the process and a batch proc is assigned. So after this we will also tie, or we will hook the event, and here we are checking if our chk1 closed, which means when there is a tick mark on this specific checkbox, chk1 closed is in checked state, we will set the boolean property for enabled rising event to true. Gets sets whether the system.diagnostics.process.exited event should be raised when the process terminates. So here we set true. That means we are stating that raise the exited event when process terminates. So this is the exited event, and here we are providing we are hooking it with the handler function batch done. That means we have to write the batch done function. We will write that here. So if you see here, we wrote the batch done function as already explained. Here we are using the unhook, and this is the way we are hooking it to the handler function. Now it's time to run this sample application. Now I am checking notify when closed. Copy the content of ctemp to D drive temp2. So here I am doing the make silent and clicking the start button. And this time you are getting a message stating a copy completed. And if you want to visually see that, we will remove this make silent. So you will get notify when closed, and you will see the background console window also, so that you can compare. See, so that's all here in this sub-series. Just now you saw the demo, and we are concluding this sub-series. Thank you for watching. Bye.